You said yes to sharing your story, or maybe you're helping someone else share theirs. Either way, that decision matters. It deserves more than a signature on a form or a wave goodbye. In this episode, we're talking about what ethical storytelling actually looks like in practice. Not just for people asking for your story, you, the person whose life is in the frame. My name is Ameerah Thompson, and I've been working with APicture'sWorth and United Way for about a year now, leading narrative change efforts and sharing how the stories we tell to shape the world we live in. Let's start with something that sounds simple, but isn't: consent. Most people have seen release forms. It's usually one-sided, but you sign, give up your rights, and you're done. But a story partnership consent form works differently. It's a two-way agreement. That means the organization asking for your story also make commitments to use your story responsibly, to tell you exactly where it will appear, to treat you like a partner, not only a source. Before you sign anything, read it like it's a contract, because it is one. A good form will tell you who will use your story, where will it be published, how it can be reused down the road, and what happens if you change your mind. The last part is important enough to say it twice. What happens if you change your mind? Photos carry enormous weight, and you have a say in how yours is used. Ask which image will be used, ask how they will be captioned. A photo without context or with the wrong context can shift the feeling of a whole story, even when the words are accurate. You can say no to specific image. You can ask for photo credits that correctly identify you. These are responsible questions. Don't be shy about asking questions. Here's one that often goes unasked. Is there compensation? Stipends, honorariums, gift cards are all legitimate ways organizations can recognize the value of your story and your time. It's okay to ask about this upfront. Traditional media outlets may tell you it's not ethical. Ask anyway. And if you're the one organizing storytelling efforts, it's worth building compensation in, because people's time and stories are what they need to create content. People's stories, your stories, have real value. Honoring that, even modestly, matters. One story doesn't have to be a whole relationship. Ongoing collaboration is possible and sometimes worth pursuing. If a reporter, platform, or organization has earned your trust, stay in touch. Offer to be a resource when things evolve. Invite them back when the next chapter unfolds. Your story isn't static, neither is your ability to shape how it's told. Before we talk about what happens after your story goes out into the world, let's back up for a second. Because a lot of people sign consent forms and release forms without really reading them. And we get it. They can feel like a formality, a hurdle to clear before the conversation starts. But here's the truth. That form is one of your most important tools. It's not just permission, it's accountability for both sides. When you're handed a consent form, whether it's from a news outlet, a nonprofit, or a community organization, here's what to look for. Where exactly will your story appear? Where does it address reuse? Is there a revocation clause? What if they can't reach you? Does the organization make commitments to? You don't have to be a lawyer to use this list. You just have to slow down for 2 minutes before you sign. And if a form doesn't address these things, that's information too. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to say, can you add this before I sign? Organizations that take that storytelling seriously will take that question seriously. And finally, something that doesn't get said enough, you can revoke your consent. Yes, even after an interview. Yes, even after you signed a form. Most ethical organizations built this into their agreements. Usually within a window before initial publication. After publication, it becomes more complicated, and the legal landscape varies. But asking is always appropriate. A good partner will take that request seriously. Ask before you sign, and if it isn't, ask why. Your story is yours, even when you share it, even when it travels farther than you expected. The more you understand how this system works, what to ask, what to look for, what to push back on, the more power you hold within them. We'll see you in the next episode.